In today's video, we are going to be, well, let me say this. The past week is all going to be in this video, and it's going to be including picking up our new disc, John Deere 310, pulled it out of the weeds, literally. Brought it home, and we've already had to do some work to it, but we're going to continue making this disc better. Sooner or later, it's going to be completely repainted. So make sure to watch this whole video. There's some funny stuff in it, you know, just saying. Watch the whole video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tune in for more content, because we're, like I said, we're rebuilding this whole disc. And then we're picking up a planter, and we're gonna rebuild that whole planter. And we're gonna do it as cheap as possible and provide the best content as possible and farm and have fun. So like I said, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch the whole video. Thanks. Well, I don't know if y'all can see, but there she is, a diamond in the rough, John Deere 310, 13-foot disc. We're gonna try her out. Alrighty, so I got the hydraulics working. I got the tires off the ground. It's got 2 good tires on it and 2 bad tires, but the jack was not on here, so I'm trying to rig up something with my 3-point arm to lift up the front of the disc so I can get the hitch pin in. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to redo that. I'll continue recording in just a second. All right, so what I got going on here, I got the rope tied to the hitch to my 3-point arm, and I got it halfway lined up, but I gotta pull up a little bit more just to get that pin to drop in, and then we'll be hooked up to the 310. So let's try to get this done. Fall in. That's got to be close. All right, we're out of the tractor now. All I needed to do is to go over just a little bit. I'm gonna make sure this pin will even fit. All right. Yeah, so I just needed to go over just a little bit, and we'll be in our hole, and then I can pin it. After a little bit of backing up, pulling forward off camera, we officially got our hitch pin in there. We're gonna untie our rope, try to pick up this disc off the ground with the wheels and pull it out of the weeds, and see what we're dealing with. But right now, I definitely need a new tire there and a new tire there. So we're hooked up, we're pulling the disc. I can already tell there's a few things I'm gonna have to do to it to get it back into disking shape. But I'm just glad we got it out of the weeds and we're moving it. And I'll turn the camera around while we're driving, and I'll show y'all real quick what I gotta do to this. Well, we're rolling down the road. Even with 2 bad tires, we're trying to make it a couple of miles back to my house. That way I can start my winter project of rebuilding this 310. A lot of people don't think they're a very good disc, but I mean, I can't beat free, so I'm just gonna use what I got, rebuild it, put some new bearings on it, and replace a couple of blades that need to be replaced, and use it for what I need to do with it. So I took the 310, this disc that I just picked up, and I done a couple passes around my pasture just to see what it'll do, and it's doing pretty good. I need to replace basically every bearing on it and do some stuff to it, but I'll turn the camera around and show y'all what it done to a little bit what I done to this little field I got right here, and then I'll show y'all the disc to show you what I need to fix. I've already blown a hydraulic hose, typical. It's set for 20 something years, but I'll turn this camera around and show y'all a little bit. So right here, is just a little bit what I've done with it so far. And it, I still got to make a few more passes. But like I said, I blew a hydraulic hose in these bearings. But man, it's doing a good job for setting for 20 years. I mean, it looks great, but don't mind my dogs. But I'll take y'all over here and show y'all what's going on with what I got going. So some of the blades need to be replaced. That one's chipped. This one's got a crack in it. Like I said, all the bearings need to be replaced. Some of the dirt scrapers need to be replaced. This is the biggest issue. This whole gang is gonna have to be rebuilt. All the spools are bad. I just hope the axle's good, because if not, I'm gonna have to rebuild this whole gang. Then we got a bad tire here, a bad tire over there. The rims are good, just need new tires. The outside tires are good. So 2 tires, rebuild this whole gang, replace every bearing. I just blew this hose out, and you can see the shape of these hoses are in. I blew this hose out. I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart here and take it off the tractor and go have it replaced. But it's just gonna take time. But like I said, this disc was free. This gang is probably the best gang out of all of them. I don't think I'm gonna have to touch it. I'm gonna grease it, but I don't think I'm gonna touch it. Now, like I said, this gang needs to be completely replaced. That gang needs new bearings. That gang needs new bearings. But other than that, it's a decent little disc. And like I said, this is just a winter project for me. But we'll try to get it fixed up, and then after this, we gotta go get a planter. We are picking up from where we left off. We are taking off the hydraulic hose that busted, and that way in the morning I can go to town and get it replaced, because it's almost 6 o'clock right now. I just got home from work, and we're gonna be taking off the hydraulic hose. It's the one that leads from the tractor down here. I'll turn the camera around and show y'all. It goes to this T. But before we get started, I haven't started the tractor since last Sunday, and it is currently Thursday evening. And I'm gonna put some fuel in it and check the oil on it and stuff and start it up. And like I said, get this hose taken off. But hopefully everything goes smooth. It probably won't, because that's just how I roll around here, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna check the oil on the tractor real quick, start it up, and then we'll get to taking the hose off. Live action. First startup, like I said, since last Sunday. Don't know how it's gonna go. Hopefully old Bertha starts up. Cab's a little dirty. I got some junk in here that I need to get cleaned out. I'm gonna try to clean up the cab this weekend. I bought some wipes and stuff. We got her in park. Let's see. Turn off the AC. I need to get a new blower motor. It doesn't have glow plugs or nothing. It's got a block heater, but of course it ain't plugged in. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Nothing like a good startup on the JD. But let's get outside. I'm gonna let this run for just a second. I just wanted to make sure my batteries were staying charged. I know it's bad on it. I ought to have some oil circulating by now. I know you're not supposed to start something and then immediately kill it, but as you can see, time change has got me a little bit behind. But so we're gonna take the hose out of the back of the SCVs, the remotes, and I mean, as you can really, all the hoses need to be replaced on this bad boy, but I do not like spending that type of money. So this hose right here is our culprit, somewhere in here. I think it's right there. It's blown. It comes back here to this T, which then separates and goes to the 2 cylinders. So let's get this off so we can get a new hose built tomorrow. Anyways, I'll set up the camera. Might get a time lapse, may not. Who knows? But we're gonna get to it. All right. I was gonna do a time lapse, but it should only take me a few seconds to get this hose pulled off. First things first, y'all can't see this. Actually, yeah, y'all can. Bring y'all over here. I'm pretty sure it's that hose right there. So these work opposite. You want the right one out, push to the left. And I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this with, there we go. Step 1, complete. Step 2, put y'all back. Oh my God, I about fell. Step 1, step 1, complete. Step 2, let's get this hose off this tee. Alrighty. Hopefully I don't fall right here. Oh my God, yep. Y'all just saw that first. I'm a little tired. Make sure you're taking the right hose off, all right? You don't want to be taking the wrong hose off. Let's just not talk about me falling. Let's just, y'all forget about that part. But somebody has baling wired. I'm pretty sure I know who, but somebody has baling wired on this thing before. See all this? Just nothing but baling wire. But anyway, let's see right here. Get my old crescent wrench, my croissant. May have to get something to back up this tee. Oh my God. We may have an issue. God almighty. That is not good. Not great. Oh. Let me get some swamping power on it. Oh my God. Whew. I said this was gonna just take a few seconds, and like I said, few seconds. It never goes like that. I don't know who owns equipment and who don't, but whenever you buy equipment and you farm, never ever say it's just going to take a few seconds. Because this is not going to take a few seconds, and I just said it did. It does not happen like that. Oh my God. I got it broke loose. Luckily, it took some extreme power. My back hurts a little bit now. That's why I got all this green on. You know? Brings out the Hulk in me. Everybody likes a little bit of Hulk. Oh my God. But we ought to be able. I'm gonna get out of the camera for a second. Grab this hose here, do a little twitch loopy. Bam! We got it off. I got a little seepage, but it ought to do all right for the night. We'll try to get us, like I said, a new hose made in the morning. No telling what that's gonna cost. Man, I'm tired. Long day at work, but I got off early enough to have a little bit of daylight to come out here and work, so that's what we're doing. And just part of it, man. When you're doing stuff like this, when you're farming and ranching, and you know, just trying to make another living besides working for a company, you know. But we don't complain. I love it. I love working on this stuff. Gives me something to do. By the way, PTO shaft came in for my dad's tractor since I stole his, since mine broke. Got to put it in tomorrow. And we're going to get this hose put on here tomorrow. Going to lift this disc up, get it set right. I still need to get 2 new tires for it. That's coming, but that's just how it is. Like I said, it's work in progress. It's supposed to be a wintertime project. It's probably not going to be a wintertime project. It's probably going to be a winter and spring project because money. And I don't like to spend it. But I don't know. I just enjoy doing this, and I hope y'all enjoy watching because it gives me something to do. But like I said, we're gonna do some adjusting and try to get this disc set right. I was wanting to disc with it, but I'm not gonna mess with it without this hydraulic hose on. And anyways, pick up your tools. Let me take off my glove here. But we're gonna pick up our tools, pick up this hydraulic hose here. Don't mind my chronic cough. Come right over here. Look, I kept my old trusty rope. Now we got 2 croissants and some channel locks. But anyways, I don't know, man. I'm tired, all right? I'm acting a fool because I'm tired. But I gotta pick up this power pole. Don't ask me why. Just understand it's there, all right? Then I got some junk over there I gotta pick up. It's nothing but junk and more junk and more junk. But we're gonna get this stuff picked up and finish discing this little area right here. I know it's not much, but we're gonna get it done. I mean, we got a 13-foot disc. We're gonna get it done. But I got some brush to burn. But after we get this stuff done, like I said, we'll get the disc fixed. I mean, just look at that, you know. If I was to be a gang on a disc, that would be me. All bent up. Looks like, you know what. So yeah, that would be me. But anyways, that'll be it for tonight, and we'll carry on tomorrow. Like I said, thanks for watching. Well, it is now the morning after. Woke up early this morning to take that hydraulic hose to town for this 310 disc, but I had some packages come in, so it's kind of bright out here. We're gonna put them on together if I can get them off. Oh my God. Let me flip this camera around and show you what I'm trying to do here. Man, what am I doing wrong? Hold on, let me set you down real quick. Because I'm on the struggle bus right now. There we go. See how crusty this thing is? Here, let me show you. See how crusty this radiator cap is? I mean, that thing looks like a hunk of junk. Check this out. Out with the old, in with the new. Let's see if we can get this bad boy in there. Oh yeah, that looks way better. That's what I'm talking about right there, bud. Nice and pretty. Then, old fuel cap. Look what I got here. Let me get this thing in here. Oh my God, is it not gonna work? Did I really just waste my money? I think I just wasted my money. I hope I didn't waste my money. All right, let me turn the camera off real quick and try to get this on here, because if not, I'm gonna be pretty upset. All right, we got her on there. I got it to work. Just took some, just took a little bit of pressure, but it ain't coming off. That's what I wanted. To me, that looks way better. I want to get some black high temp paint and repaint the exhaust and repaint the air intake on this tractor. Like I said, I'm gonna get a little MIG welder, fix these holes here. Like I said, little by little, we're gonna make her beautiful again. I'm gonna put the old caps in the toolbox just in case the new caps decide to break. But anyways, like I said, we got the hydraulic hose, so let me go get it out of the back of the truck. We'll set you up on the tripod and put this new hose on. All right, so with a little bit of YouTube magic, we got our new fitting installed, new hose. I gotta get another bungee cord to run from up there to keep my hoses off. But that's one new hose down. I'm sure this one's gonna bust next. And then we got 2 hoses that go there and 2 hoses that go there. So in the end, I'm gonna have about 4 hoses replaced. Let's get this disc raised up, get it adjusted the way we want. There's my old pooch hound. But we're gonna get this over with, get her adjusted, and like I said, we'll get her lined out. All right, so we're in the John Deere. Let's go ahead and get her started up. We got her running. Let's turn her around here and see what the disc does. There we go, baby. Our disc is back in working order. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna adjust it. I'm telling you, look at my old hand right, my old wrench hand right here. But anyways, we're gonna get out, adjust the disc, and maybe make a couple of passes with it now since we got it working. But like I said, I gotta replace the gang on it. It's just, what better else to do, you know? It's already tore up, so let's tear it up some more, am I right? But, all right, let's get out and adjust this disc real quick. Alrighty, guys. We disced up a little bit. I just wanted to see what this John Deere would do. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show y'all what we done. It's throwing a little ridge. It's throwing it out further than it can bring back in. That's what causes the ridge. But I'll turn the camera around and show y'all what we got going on here real quick. I'm also burning some stuff, by the way. Alrighty, so this is what I got going on. I don't know if y'all can tell the quality. The grass was a little tall. I probably should have burned it first. That right there is that ridge I'm talking about. It's throwing and not grabbing and pulling it back in. But I mean, it's doing a pretty dang good job. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. But like I said, I should have burned first. I'm currently burning right now. But I should have burned first. But I wonder if I can get down here. Sorry for my golden retriever. She's breathing right in the camera. But for the most part, it's doing pretty good. Which you can, so right now I got it cut in a pretty aggressive. I have the gangs almost set to an offset disc. And after I get this brush pile burnt and taken care of, I'm gonna come over and disc the whole thing with this aggressive cut. And then I'm gonna adjust them to make a smoother finish cut to create a good, nice seed bed. But this is what we got going on. I mean, like I said, it's doing decent for what it is. Nyla sure thinks so. She's hot. She said, why is it so hot in November? But we're gonna head inside and try to order some parts. And I mean, this is really all I'm gonna do today. But anyways, she's doing a good job. And for a free disc, I can't complain. Like I said, I needed just to adjust it a little bit and we'll have everything lined out. But I'm gonna go over and show y'all something real quick on the tractor. I'm gonna pick back up over there, that way there's not too much wasted time. Alrighty, we're back over here by the disc. And what I mean by aggressive angle, you can see here how that is at an angle with the frame. Well, I can adjust that to bring it more out to make a flatter cut, or like a more finished cut. You can, instead of having it in this one, you loosen this nut, take this one all the way out, slide it back, and you'll have it like right there. And it'll create a more finished cut. But so far, she's doing a good job. But anyways, like I said, we got to get over there, finish burning, and then we can finish disking. No, John Deere 310 is doing a pretty dang good job for a free disc and a broken game. I just couldn't wait to do it. So I got out here and we're rocking and rolling. I'm gonna turn this camera around real quick, and that way I can show y'all kind of what I got going on. Here we are. As you can see, I mean, it's doing a bang up job. This is our second pass over all this. This existing Bermuda was pretty hard to cut through. I got that brush pile burning right now. I'm hoping it burns up pretty good. I got to go take the backhoe and repile it up. But I mean, it's doing a dang good job for what I needed to do. And like I said, you can see the two busted up tires and the busted up gang. But I just needed something quick and easy to get this field done real quick, so I can plant it in some wheat. But as soon as I get it done, my winter project will begin, and we'll get this disc back into tip-top shape, repainted and everything. I let some air out in the rear tires of this tractor to kind of help out. This is real sandy soil. And I just needed some help. You know, when you let the air out of the tires, it lets that tire flatten out more and gain some more traction. But we're just gonna keep making passes around until we get this nice and neat. Move on down the road. That brush pile's burning up pretty good. I'm glad it burnt some of this grass up, make it a little easier when I'm disking. But like I said, I'm gonna have to repile some of that brush up and see what else I gotta do out here. But anyways, that's what she's doing. Alright, what we're doing now is, like I said, we got this brush pile going. And as it burns, I'm taking this backhoe bucket and pushing the brush further up in the center to get a really good burn so I can get this last little section disc. I'm gonna have to get out and go pick up those little bitty branches and throw them on the fire. But other than that, we're just lowering our bucket a little bit. You gotta be careful because you don't want to catch this thing on fire, but just lower your bucket a little bit. Push it up. And that's all there is to it. We'll let that burn. I've already done one pass all the way around this fire. We'll let that burn, and about an hour, come back out here and push it up again until it's completely burned up. And then if there's anything left, I'll turn around and I'll bury the rest of the brush in the ground. But that's all we're doing right now. All right, so to finish off part one of the John Deere 310 disc rebuild series, even though we've done a lot more than just work on the disc in this video, I'm gonna end it here. I just repiled up this brush pile, and hopefully it burns all the way through so I can finish discing this little area. And I got some more parts coming in for the disc. Like I said, we're gonna completely tear down the gangs, put all new bearings on. Probably have to redo all the hydraulic hoses. One of the cylinders has a leak, so I'm gonna have to rebuild one of the hydraulic cylinders. And then what else do we have to do? Oh, and we're gonna repaint it. So, you know, it'll basically be a brand new disc, which is what I wanted to do anyways. For one, gives us a project for me to kind of do videos over, and two, I just want to have a nice piece of equipment that I can be proud of, and you know, it functions. Next, I gotta go pick up, I think I'm gonna pick up an 8300 grain drill, John Deere grain drill. It's just a single disc opener, but it's just part of starting out on this farming and ranching adventure. You know, you can't go and buy exactly what you want because you don't have the funds, but we're gonna try to work with what we got and make stuff happen. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of show you what we got done so far. Alrighty, so the brush pile is burning pretty good. Hopefully these bigger logs burn up overnight. This was a huge brush pile at first, but now you see what we got left with. And like I said, I made a few passes with the disc. This hasn't been disced yet, but I made 2 passes around the whole field with the disc. That way, if the fire gets out of hand, there's a Deere corn feeder right there. But I've been using my dad's Ford backhoe, but I'll get up here on the hill where I can actually show y'all. Like I said, this has all been disced. Like I said, I just didn't want the fire to get out. There was a couple tree limbs right here. That's why that little spot hasn't been disced. I'm gonna disc it up now. But it did a good job for having a messed up gang. But that's all we got left. And like I said, we'll do some more work and slowly but surely have a brand new disc on our hands. And I'm looking for a set of duals for my 44. That way it has a little bit more traction. Where I'm at, I don't know if you can really tell, but this is real sandy soil, and that tractor just don't hardly want to pull in it. I mean, it does its job, but I would like something to help it out. But anyways, I think this is where we're gonna end off at, right here. Stay tuned. Like I said, part one, I know we didn't do a whole lot of work on the disc, but replace the hydraulic hose, but we did get it and bring it to the house, get a hydraulic hose replaced on it. And I think next we're gonna try to rebuild that whole gang, get all the spools, bearings, and new blades for that one gang. And then rebuild that one hydraulic cylinder, get 2 new tires for it, and then we'll start there. And if we need to redo some more, we'll finish the other gangs, putting new bearings and blades, and then we'll repaint it. But we're gonna end this here. Like I said, I mean, we're just starting out on this channel. I plan on getting in more in-depth videos. I'm just starting out on my own farming and ranching. I only have 5 acres right here. And I plan on renting some land. And I'm just gonna try to grow. I'm trying to do it as debt-free as possible. That way we produce more money, which in return produces more opportunities. But I don't know, we're gonna just, I'm only gonna be able to run maybe 3 head on the 5 acres I got here. So I've been debating. There's 2 routes I want to go, and that is to grow this in hay, this 5 acres, and bale 5 acres of square hay, and sell that for you know, depending what I plant, Bermuda, alfalfa, I don't know. But sell square hay to make payments and to produce income to rent land to run cattle on a bigger property. But we're just gonna figure something out. I'm wanting to start a custom disking and planting company. That's why I'm trying to fix this disc up as nice as I can and get me a good grain drill. But like I said, all I have is 5 acres here, so we're gonna continue to try to grow. If you'll have any advice, please put it in the comments. And just make sure to subscribe and like, because I wanna blow this up. That way we can continue to produce better and informative content and some funny content as well. But this is all there is to it. We're gonna keep growing and keep doing our thing. So like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.